Hello, 8th grade. We are getting ready for a test. It'll be coming up on Monday. Great opportunity to show what you've learned in this unit on the musculoskeletal system. Now, let's first start off with test format. It should be no surprise. The test on Monday will be the same format that you've seen in the past. 10 matching, 15 multiple choice, 2 essays that you have to do. I'll give you 3. You need to choose 2 that you want as your main essays and 1 as bonus. It will only help you, so I really encourage you to do it. Okay? Same exact format as last time. So, wanted to quickly go through those videos, right? You have to go through this stuff in the book on your own. I'm not going to go page by page with you. A lot of the things are the same, okay? So let's go through the 6 slides on how your body's organized, muscular system, skeletal system, and then your skin, okay? And we'll talk about those essays, which are normally lab-based essays, what you might want to review over the weekend, okay? Alright, so quick overview. How are you put together, alright? You're made out of cells. Cells are microscopic. You can't see cells yourself. These little tiny cells are a basic unit of life, and they're going to come together and make tissues, right? You have 4 basic types of tissues in your body: connective, nervous, epithelial, which is like the skin coatings around the things, and then muscle tissue, right? You're going to need to know that there's 4 types of tissues, right? These tissues come together and they make up your organs. You have organs that are designed to do something specific. Your eyes are organs to see. Your brain is an organ to think and react to your environment. Your stomach is an organ to digest food. These organs are going to come together in organ systems, like your digestive system, like your respiratory system, or your reproductive system. All right? So we've got this whole system of organization. Okay? Atoms are the basic unit of matter in the universe. They make molecules. Molecules make cells. Cells make tissues. Tissues make organs. Organs make organ systems, which make the whole organism. Cool? Alright, we want to understand this level, this hierarchy, this order, how you are put together. There are 11 systems in your body. I made a Quizlet on this. Okay? You need to be able to recognize them and tell generally what they do. Alright? I'm not going to go through each one. There's no major surprise. The only difference between what the book says and I said is the book has 12 because they have a male reproductive system and a female reproductive system. I combined them together as reproductive systems, which make offspring, a new organ. Cool? Alright. Know these. Memorize these. There's nothing super complicated, but we are going to go into 3 in depth. Okay, the muscular system, the skeletal system, and the integumentary system, which is the focus of this one. So let's talk about that. Alright? Your skeletal system. Right? Main function to give you support, a framework which you hang things on, alright? And that framework allows you to move along with your muscles. It's called the musculoskeletal system because the skeletal muscles and the skeletal bones work together. Okay, your skeleton also can store minerals like calcium, and it can act as a protective casing. Like my skull, okay, or my chest cavity, like my heart and my lungs. And also inside your bone is the marrow. So you guys got through the bone and the dissection. And you saw that marrow where new blood cells are made. Okay? It destroys a lot of fat. The dogs chew on the bone. Lots of nutrients and fat. Now the bones don't work alone, right? In a joint, you're going to have tendons, ligaments, and cartilage. Tendons, as you saw in that chicken wing, are going to connect the muscle to the bone and exert force across that joint. Ligaments connect bone to bone and keep everything together. Okay? So the joint doesn't come out of socket. Cartilage is what cushions your face. Now you also use cartilage for your nose and your ears, mainly in joints. The main purpose is to cushion, reduce that friction, so when it bends, it doesn't rub and have friction hurt. Cool? Alright. So we said the skeletal system works with your muscles. Right? Muscles are made up of cells. Those cells make up fibers. The fibers have proteins, which do the work of muscle contraction. You have your nervous system playing. Your nerves tell your muscles when to fire, when to contract, so the muscle fibers pull against each other and shorten the muscle. When they relax, they spring out. And then you fire, it pulls and makes it shorter. That's called contraction, right? It is a force on the bone across the joint through the tendon. That's the whole purpose of why we did the dissection, right? We wanted you to see how these muscles are connected to the bone, how the joint is together with those ligaments. And to see, like with the bicep and tricep, I pull and I can make the wing flap because skeletal muscles work in pairs. Your quadricep and your hamstring, your bicep and your tricep. Cool? Alright. No one doing a fast overview here. You've already seen these videos. Just want to make it fresh in your mind, especially since I'm not there. Alright? Next, we talked about skeletal muscle a lot, but there are other types of muscle. Skeletal muscle is voluntary. I can voluntarily control. I can do what I want. I can contract it when I want to contract it, relax it when I want to relax it. There are also involuntary muscles you don't think about, you don't consciously control. Right? You got smooth muscle in your digestive tract and in your blood vessels, which can tighten the tube and make it skinny. They squeeze tubes instead of pushing in foam. Right? You're not conscious of this. You don't consciously raise your blood pressure or lower your blood pressure. You don't consciously move your lunch through your intestines. No. Okay? There's other types of muscles that are called cardiac muscle in your heart and smooth muscle is in your digestive system. Okay? They're different than the skeletal muscle we talked about on the last slide. Cool? There's voluntary and involuntary muscles. The important distinction to understand. Hey, you've got cardiac, smooth, and skeletal. Good? Alright. The integumentary system. There we're talking about your skin. Right? Main function is for barrier. Right? It keeps water in. You don't want to dehydrate. It's bad stuff like viruses and bacteria. It allows you to sense your environment. You have nerves in your skin to feel pressure and temperature. It's also going to regulate your body's temperature. You work best at 98.6 degrees. Okay? And your skin helps you regulate heat level. When you get too hot, you sweat. Now your treatment right now is hot. I'm sweating. I'm lowering my body temperature. There's water on your skin and it evaporates. In that water are certain wastes. In my sweat, I can get rid of waste through the integumentary system, through my skin. And that skin is composed of two layers. You have the epidermis and your dermis. The epidermis is mostly dead cells. Okay? So on the outer surface of your body are hundreds of thousands of dead cells, which form a protective barrier. The dermis is underneath. Those are the live cells, the growing cells, and that's underneath. And every 2 weeks, every 10 to 14 days, you get a whole new layer of skin that goes up from the bottom up to the top. And that's why, you have dandruff, or you just get ashy or flaky, your dead skin is coming off the top. You have new skin underneath. Cool? Alright. Last but not least, okay, was lab-based estimates. We did a bunch of labs this minute, okay? You want to be able to identify parts of the joint. We're going to be talking about bone, liver, cartilage, and tendons. We did that in a lab. You should be able to recognize that. You may see diagrams. You have to describe that. You want to understand how and why your arm moves. We did that as part of the dissection. You move your arm to see which muscles were working in when. You want to think about that. 2-3 minutes to review it before you test. You always, in a lab, you have to graph your data, draw conclusions from your errors. Okay? Look at your rough drafts when you're ready. Look at what you did. Make sure you understand the experience. Right? If you have any questions, email me. I'll be happy to reply. If you have always been to study, don't kill yourself. I'm not going to do killer hard tests. But we want to do well. We want to see your best. Alright. Have a good weekend. Email me with any questions. Mr. Taylor out. Y'all